¿Y quién me avisa de cuándo parar?
Cuando salga la comida. Pero empieza Pablo.
Y repite lo de la comida. Y se quiero recordar. Ayata ho mune mune maha munaye soha. 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 Ayata ho mune mune maha munaye soha.
Tayata o mune mune Mahamunaye Soha. Fundador dotado de estructura trascendental que ha sido más allá, destructor de enemigos, completamente perfecto y despierto, perfecto en conocimiento y en buena conducta, sugata conocedor del mundo, guía supremo de los seres humanos que deben ser subyugados, maestro de dioses y de humanos, ser completamente despierto, dotado de estructura trascendental, glorioso conquistador, subyugador del clan de los Sakyas. Ante ti me postro, te hago ofrecimientos y en ti busco refugio. Fundador dotado de destructor trascendental que ha sido más allá, destructor de enemigos completamente perfecto y despierto, perfecto en conocimiento y en buena conducta, sugata conocedor del mundo, guía supremo de los seres humanos que deben ser subyugados, maestro de dioses y de humanos, ser completamente despierto, dotado de destructor trascendental, glorioso conquistador, subyugador del clan de los Sakyas, ante ti me postro, te hago ofrecimientos y en ti busco refugio. Fundador dotado de destructor trascendental que ha sido más allá, destructor de enemigos completamente perfecto y despierto, perfecto en conocimiento y en buena conducta, sugata conocedor del mundo, guía supremo de los seres humanos que deben ser subyugados, maestro de dioses y de humanos, ser completamente despierto, dotado de destructor trascendental, glorioso conquistador, subyugador del clan de los Sakyas. Ante ti me postro, te hago ofrecimientos y en ti busco refugio. Cuando, oh Supremo, entre los humanos naciste en esta tierra, diste 7 pasos y después dijiste, soy supremo en este mundo. Ante ti, que ya entonces eras sabio, me postro. Con cuerpos puros, forma supremamente pura, océano de sabiduría como una montaña dorada, fama que resplandece en los 3 mundos, vencedor de los mejores, Señor, ante ti me postro. Con los signos supremos, un rostro como la luna inmaculada, del color del oro, ante ti me postro. Eres impoluto mientras que los 3 mundos no lo son. Incomparablemente sabio, ante ti me postro. Salvador de gran compasión, fundador que atesoras todo el conocimiento, campo de mérito con cualidades como un vasto océano. Ante ti que has sido la talidad me postro. Pureza que liberas del apego, virtud que libera de los reinos inferiores, único camino, sublime realidad pura. Ante el Dharma que apacigua me postro. Ante vosotros, liberados y conocedores del camino a la liberación, campo sagrado cualificado con logros, dedicados a los preceptos morales, comunidad sublime cuya meta es la virtud, me postro. Homenaje al Buda Supremo, homenaje al refugio del Dharma, homenaje a la Gran Sangha, a los 3 homenaje siempre devoto, a todos los dignos de respeto, inclinándome con tantos cuerpos como átomos tienen todos los reinos en todos sus aspectos. Con fe suprema rindo homenaje.
So you read the meaning first, then meditation.
No. Como una estrella, una aberración visual, la llama de una lámpara, una ilusión, una gota de rocío, una burbuja, un sueño, un relámpago, una nube. Considera así todos los fenómenos condicionados.
The example, so only when after sunset, then after the brightness of sun set down, then we see the stars after that more and more. So yeah, so there's a star, but it's very obscured by the sunlight. So that there's a regards existence. There's the hell, there's the enlightenment, there's samsara, there's nirvana, there's the happiness, there's the problem, even everyday life. There's I, there's action, there's object. But the way that these things are existing, in the view of such as like me, we sentient beings, you see, so first I say, in the view of Buddhas, in the view of Buddhas, see everything, appear everything, in the mere labeled by the mind. In the mere name, mere labeled by the mind. In the view of the omniscient mind. Appear nothing more, nothing slight more than existing in the mere name. And also realize the higher beings who have a direct perception of emptiness. They realize, even though the appearance is not there, is a hallucination, including even compassion, loving kindness, bodhicitta, pure, truly existent, existing from its own side, existing by itself, real one. But realize, directly perceives ultimate nature, directly perceive emptiness, ultimate nature. As we see, while we are dreaming, we know this is dream. So there's no total belief. There's appearance, there's appearance, things happening, but there's no belief at all. Seeing it is a dream, in the dream, seeing it is a dream. There's no total belief that is real. On the sand, the sunlight hit in the, so you came through that. There's no water, but when you look at the back, you have vision of water, but there's no water at all. You have discovered. You came through that, all like that. Well, even those Arya beings who directly see emptiness, ultimate nature, it's like this. When they are not in the meditation on emptiness, at that time, when they rise from that, then they have all these things which I mentioned, existing from their own side, or existing by nature, by itself, from its own side, or real, by using every day our language, real. So, So in the reality, these things exist, but exist in a mere name, merely labeled by the mind, as Buddha said, as it appears to Buddha. So, while it existing in the mere name, merely labeled by the mind, so it gets born, it gets born, and it exists. It gets born in mere name. It comes to exist. It comes in existence in mere name. It exists in mere name. It ceases in mere name. It functions. It is existing in the mere name, so it functions in the mere name. Rises, exists, and ceases, all in mere name. So, because that, and then you see the non-virtuous action, because of that, the delusion, the wrong concept, exists in the man. And it is harming you and others in mere name. And virtuous action, positive thought, all the right realizations exist in mere name. And all the positive thoughts benefit you, brings happiness to you, brings happiness up to enlightenment to others in mere name. So the earth often is one says the merely dependent arising, the view of Buddha Dharma, the subtle dependent arising. So therefore the conduct comes, the function, the conduct comes, or to not to harm others. That minimum to not harm others. On the basis of that, benefit others. If you can't benefit others, at least to not harm others. So like that. So the Buddhism, you see, so that's the view is a dependent arising. Not Tibetan rice. Dependent arising. Dependent arising. I must chant well. And then the kind of conduct is not harm others. That's the minimum. Then, of course, then as you develop your capacity, your mind, then of that benefit to others. So like that. Okay. So so the reality because things exist in my name, so therefore do not exist from its own side at all, totally empty from its own side. I should think longer than that. So that you can stay longer in your mind, in your brain. In the brain or in your heart. Heart, I don't mean the beating heart, the heart between the, by measuring from the true breast, by measuring from the true breast, from here, then from where the anger comes. Anger doesn't come from brain, come from here. Compassion doesn't come from brain, compassion comes from here. You see, from where attachment rises. Attachment doesn't rise. You don't feel in the brain. In the attachment, you don't feel brain. From here. Also satisfaction. Yeah. So, yeah, so I'm talking the heart that there. From where I say anger comes, from where compassion rises, all that. So anyway, you can choose whatever you want. Whatever you like, either record in the brain or record in the heart. What I'm saying is that you see, that things exist in my name, so do not exist at all for its own side. So that emptiness, which now you get some idea, emptiness. That emptiness which is unified with the subtle dependent arising, existing in the mere name, merely labeled by the mind. Unified with that, not contradictory to each other. No, unified with that. So that's yes, that's. So things exist in my name, so things are totally empty from its own side. So that is, it is so. say, for just like for my mind, that is extremely subtle. So the light doesn't exist. For my mind, it's like doesn't exist. It exists, but it's like doesn't exist for my hallucinated mind. And what doesn't exist? Existing from its own side. Existing from its own side. Not merely level of my mind. What doesn't exist? Or that total one belief. One interest in that totally. I think I sing like, what do you call it in the West? The fat lady, very tall, and we sang, ooh. What was the name of that? Opera. I think I sing like opera. You know, the fat lady, very tall, ooh. Who sing very long, you know. Yeah. So I chant that in emptiness. I chant that for emptiness. So that can stay longer, can print more in our heart. Okay, yeah. So like that, you see. What doesn't exist at all, then, you see, then believe a pure, truly, a pure 100% real. Then, after that, then believe in trust. Totally, see, it's true. Totally, it's true. That's for my mind. All like that, you see. So now a star, all that emptiness, all that. Okay, now we meditate. So I forgot one thing, what I meant to mention, but I forgot. You see, so the view, the reality, yourself, your action, your object, the whole thing, your own life, our life, the whole thing is unbelievable subtle. What exists is unbelievable subtle. Most unbelievable subtle. Existing in the mere name. So do not exist at all from its own side. That's the reality. So that's the view of the wisdom. Realizing emptiness, ultimate nature. That's the view of wisdom. And you see, the opposite are action object, hell, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, happiness, problem, everyday life. The whole thing, your whole world, means your mind, your form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, your whole world, our whole world. Something real from there, something real from there. That's the view of the ignorance. That is the view of our hallucinant mind, ignorance. This is not the view of another mind. You see, when you are angry, when you are angry, even the person beautified, example, the lady, see, so much expenses on the face, beautified so much, dressed, especially the face, so much expenses, beautified. But when you are angry, you see, when you are angry to that person, when you're angry, there's no attachment to that. You don't raise attachment, even though it's the object where you feel close or you feel attached, inseparable. So you find it, looks like your mind absorbed in that. Kind of your mind absorbed in that. So you see, kind of difficult to separate from. You see, but you see now when you're angry, the person did something which you don't like, so you get angry. You see, even the person spend a lot of money to make up the face, you see, you don't see beauty while you're angry. You don't see even the face. You don't want to see even the face. You don't want a person around you. You don't want a person to be around you. For example, outside, if the person coming this way, the person is coming this way, you go this way, or you go that way. Or he's outside, he was outside. But there's no road, then you go like that. You go, I don't mean you live for free. You don't look go like this. that reminded me something long time ago, some story. Anyway, I just mentioned it. So in the past, I practiced Toja in the past, long time ago, so long time ago. Toja was that many, by now you see, many great lamas like sunshine in the world. Each lama is like that, unbelievable benefit of sentient people teaching Buddha like sun shining. So when the sun shines, animals can enjoy, plants grow, the human being can enjoy like that. So unbelievable. And talking in a short time, you see. So many great lamas in Tibet. So then, of course, here in his Holiness, you see. So when the great lamas advised to not practice, so, well, I think yeah. So the that's the long time ago. See, some of my teachers show the aspect. They show the aspect. Because I have such karma. It's 20th century. They say, like me, that we have karma to see the gurus practice this way or teach others, or you see, karma. But guru do not practice. Guru don't make mistakes. It is said in the Sutra Tantra teaching, from my side, my guru is Buddha. So they don't make mistakes. So because of Buddha, how can Buddha make mistakes? Buddha doesn't have ignorance. To make mistake, you have to have ignorance. Buddha doesn't have ignorance. Even Arahata doesn't have it. So how is it possible Buddha has ignorance? So anyway, they just show the aspect. As there are numberless other things they show, not only Toje, but numberless things they show aspect, show mistakes. But there is no mistake in the reality. So in Switzerland, I think maybe it was the very first time. I'm not sure. Maybe very first time. Zurich, I think we stayed in there 7 days, and then I was painting Toje picture, half photo. My teacher, Geshe Raptan, which has one my painting half, only half the Kature. I think I offered to Baksa, where Mahatma Gandhi, Prime Minister Nehru were present during British time. So many people were killed there. Very mischievous place. So that's a place where I lived 8 years after escaping from Tibet to Bhutan. So I think, I don't know that that's something awful to share up, no, not. But anyway, I was painting. So so Peter, at that time, our attendant is Peter from England. He was the secretary, Lama's, our secretary, Peter. So he was a monk already. So he was bringing tea to me while I was painting. Then because supposed to be secret, so then he kept his hand like this, like means to not see. So he bring tea, then he I remember that just now. He put a hand like this. They bring tea on the table. What do you say? So the view, what we have now, and what we entrust, there's a view of wrong concept, the king of the wrong concept. There's some of the wrong concept, delusion. The king of the delusion is ignorance. Ignorance. Holding the I. Truly existent, was not. Holding the I, existing from its own side, was not. Holding the I, existing by itself, was not. By using our everyday language, holding the I as real, was not, while it is existing in the mere name. So, it's so good. It's so good when you have so much attachment. Wow, like you're intoxicated by attachment, like that by drinking. Some of the alcohol intoxicated like that, intoxicated by attachment. Unbelievable attachment. You see, to see the mistake of the action and the mistake of the object, negative, the block to see that something beauty and especially that's the impermanent, that's the impermanent nature. Gross impermanent, subtle impermanence, that it doesn't last second by second, even within a split second. Changing even by a split second. It blocks to see that, to realize that. And then, of course, the emptiness, the ultimate nature. Nowhere. So, total block. So that by the attachment, you see. So much anger. Then you see, so much anger and things like that. So during those times, it's good to remember this. This view that I have now, I'm so angry with this person. So it's attached to someone. This is view of ignorance. My ignorance, not somebody else's ignorance. My ignorance. View of my ignorance. The king of delusion. The wrong concepts. So it helps. It helps. Certainly. No reason to rise attachment, to get angry. So, pure ignorance, the way it appears to the ignorance do not exist. The way you entrust with the ignorance, and totally entrust, that's real. Because the way it appeared didn't exist, it's total hallucination. So how your total trust on that thing is true, simple. That's no way that can be true. No way. So it helps. So it's not the view of your wisdom. Was wisdom, am I realizing emptiness? Not that. So it's very useful to know the different views. You know, to know that they are different views, as I said. Yeah, to recognize, to judge your different view. What I've got before. So you can see, we are living the life, such like myself. We are living the life in the view of ignorance. You see? But totally trusting, but totally interesting. Real, that's true, but totally interesting, this is true. Everything appears real. Your eye, action, your object, everything. Then what appears real, then you totally believe and trust on that. Totally real. Okay? So you can see, sorry, going on. From that ignorance, on the basis in trusting everything is true, then you see ignorance, so upon that attachment rises. On the basis of that ignorance, and the attachment rises, and the anger rises. Then ignorance, not understanding the right and wrong. That ignorance. Then all the delusion, all the six root delusion rises, 22nd delusion rises then. The 84,000 delusions, all that rise. So all their wrong view, all their view is wrong view. Right. So just introduction. So all the problems with this delusion, wrong concept, all the problems, the depressions, so many millions and millions of people in the West, they suffer with the delusion. Depression. Depression. Or then any problem, curable disease, incurable disease, or all the problems. All the problems. So while you are in the samsara, due to ignorance, delusion, and karma, so the 6 realms you circle, and they experience all the sufferings. Wow. So from beginningless rebirth, this is how you don't remember. you due to heavy obscuration, you don't remember at all. And then even for many people, even things what we have done in this life, you forget, you don't remember later. So not only past life, but so many things what you did in this life, you forget, even in this life, you don't remember. Unless somebody remind you, or somebody remind you, or somebody tell you the stories, you did this and this and that. Forget. Then there are disease, disease or basically obscuration. You did something wrong, and this life or one of the past lives you did something wrong, karma, then that the effect, that's the effect. You see, this life, then after some time, forget everything, or Alzheimer, what you call Alzheimer, then forget things. You see, so like this. That happens. So many people. I think even more and more. I think so that. But it seems quite a lot in the West. Then and the East Tibetans, you don't hear much. I don't know. Why? I don't know. Reason why? I don't know. That's very interesting to check. Very interesting thing to find out, to discover, to find out. Not necessarily only by age. For example, my teacher, Geshe Rabden, it's not Geshe Sopa, prayers which he did in Tibet, I think 40, 50 years ago, I think a long time ago, prayers he did in Tibet. One Tibetan family from Chicago, went in Mustang, Nepal, and they I don't know what happened. The helicopter or plane dropped on the ground, and we were dead. So I think many people in the family, they live in Chicago, so dead in the airplane dropped on the ground, so dead. So they came to ask prayer at Deer Park, Geshe Sopa Rinpoche Center. I said, Lama is his teacher and from Tibet, and then my teacher in India. Because since came from escaped from Tibet through Bhutan. So I do teachings in America. So many teachings Geshe Sopa. For example, prayer. Geshe said, I'm not sure what I can remember prayers, the 8 prayers. He recited in Tibet. Didn't say recite in India. No. He recited in Tibet. So not sure I can remember, he said in the beginning. So whenever somebody died, they sent a request to Geshe-la. Then Geshe-la called whoever is the Geshes who were there. Then another lamas, whoever was there, the Geshe-la also invited together and recited the 8 prayers. Anybody who died request Geshe-la to pray, then this was Geshe. Then there was a Geshe Take, one Geshe who lived there, came from India, from Tibet. So Geshe suffered with the disciple. Then at the end, he recited one mala Om Mani Padme Hum. At the end, he lit. So like that, then make the money offering for the prayer for the dead person. So at the end, when the prayer finished, he said, "Oh, I can remember the prayers." The 8 prayers I can remember, since from Tibet, you can remember even now. Do you understand? It's not by age. Geshe-la was passed away 84, I'm not sure, 90 or some, very old age aspect. But you see, there's no degenerating the remembrance. There's no degenerating. You see, the old age, so everybody loses the memory. It's not like that. That's not true. Generally, maybe, but not able, not true. All the other lamas like that have very good, very good, very clear memory. Oh, like that. Oh, like that. So my own observation is because living in pure morality, you didn't lose your kept the body pure, didn't lose your body's seed. You see, you didn't lose the seed, kept the body pure. They didn't lose the sperm seed, So kept pure your morality. So that's what my own the scientific. You see the why there is no difficulties in why there is such good memory, remember prayers from Tibet. Wow. Like that. That's what I think. So scientists or anybody should check this way, should check life in this way. Then you can understand. But then you never check, this way, then that normally people don't think that way. There's no way to find out why Alzheimer's, all these problems, how to not happen. But there may be some, medicine, but also a side effect. It may have for the time being, but long term it may not be, maybe not good. So this is my suggestion. The Kasure, Of course, his name is Buddha, generally speaking, you see. So of course, Holy Mind, library, remember, all the quotations, and Sutra Tanda teachings can recite it. Like that. Just without difficulties, remember, just like that. So it comes out. So it's unbelievable. It's the most unbelievable surprising. So that shows not sentient being. That shows even from that side, shows it's not sentient being. So like that, you see. Amazing, 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 amazing. That's Okay, well, I'm forgetting. Okay, yeah, dedication, because I haven't done dedication.
Que por estos méritos alcance el estado de omnisciencia, subyugue al enemigo los defectos y libere a los seres del océano del samsara donde están atormentados por las olas del envejecimiento, la enfermedad y la muerte.
I forgot to do, remember. Yeah, recite. You recite.
Me postro ante la triple joya aria. Así hoy una vez el Bhagavan estaba en la montaña llamada Pico del Buitre, en Rayagrija, acompañado de una gran asamblea de monjes y de bodhisattvas. En aquella ocasión el Bhagavan estaba absorto en la concentración sobre las categorías de los fenómenos llamada percepción de lo profundo. Al mismo tiempo, también el Arya Avalokiteshvara, el Bodhisattva Mahasattva, consideraba la práctica de la profunda perfección de la sabiduría y percibía los 5 agregados también vacíos de existencia inherente. Entonces, por el poder de Buda, el venerable Shariputra preguntó al Arya Avalokiteshvara, el Bodhisattva Mahasattva, ¿cómo debería adiestrarse un hijo de buen linaje que desea practicar la profunda perfección de la sabiduría? Así dijo y el Arya Avalokiteshvara, el Bodhisattva Mahasattva, respondió al venerable Saratbhatiputra con estas palabras: Shariputra, cualquier hijo o hija de buen linaje que desee practicar la profunda perfección de la sabiduría deberá contemplarla así, considerando repetidamente y de modo correcto estos 5 agregados como también vacíos de naturaleza inherente. La forma es vacuidad, la vacuidad es forma. La vacuidad no es más que forma, la forma no es más que vacuidad. Del mismo modo, la sensación, la discriminación, los factores de composición y la conciencia son vacíos. Shariputra, asimismo, todos los fenómenos son vacíos, sin características. No son producidos ni destruidos, no son puros ni libres de impurezas, ni deficientes ni completos. Por eso, Shariputra, en la vacuidad no hay forma, ni sensación, ni discriminación, ni factores de composición ni conciencia. No hay ojo, ni oído, ni nariz, ni lengua, ni cuerpo, ni mente. No hay forma visible, ni sonido, ni olor, ni sabor, ni objeto del tacto, ni fenómeno. No hay elemento del ojo, y así hasta no haber elemento de la mente, ni elemento de la conciencia mental. No hay ignorancia, ni extinción de la ignorancia, hasta no haber envejecimiento, ni muerte, ni extinción del envejecimiento y de la muerte. Asimismo, no hay sufrimiento, ni origen, ni cesación, ni camino. No hay sabiduría suprema, ni logro, ni tampoco ausencia de logro. Así pues, Shariputra, como no hay logro, los bodhisattvas confían en la perfección de la sabiduría, la mente sin oscurecimiento ni miedo, y moran en ella. Así trascienden los errores y alcanzan la meta del nirvana. También todos los budas de los 3 tiempos, de modo manifiesto y completo, despiertan a la insuperable, perfecta y completa iluminación, basándose en la perfección de la sabiduría. Por eso el mantra de la perfección de la sabiduría, el mantra del gran conocimiento, el mantra insuperable, el mantra igual a lo inigualable, el mantra que pacifica por completo todo el sufrimiento, debe ser reconocido como la verdad porque no es falso. Este es el mantra de la perfección de la sabiduría. Tayata Om Gate Gate para Samgate Bodhi Swaha. Shariputra, así debe adiestrarse en la profunda perfección de la sabiduría el Bodhisattva Mahasattva. En ese momento el Bhagavan emergió de la concentración y alabó al Arya Avalokiteshvara, el Bodhisattva Mahasattva, con estas palabras: bien dicho, hijo del linaje, así es. Así es, la profunda perfección de la sabiduría debe ser practicada tal como has indicado, e incluso los Tathagatas se alegran. Después de que el Bhagavan hubo dicho esto, el venerable Saratbhatiputra, el Arya Avalokiteshvara, el Bodhisattva Mahasattva y toda la asamblea, junto con el mundo de los dioses, humanos, asuras y gandharvas, se llenaron de júbilo y alabaron las palabras del Bhagavan. Y hoy todos los seres que me rodean buscamos refugio en el Buda, buscamos refugio en el Dharma, Buscamos refugio en la sangha. Nos postramos ante la Gran Madre Prajna Paramita, la sabiduría que ha ido más allá, rodeada de todos sus hijos y de las asambleas de Budas y Bodhisattvas de las 10 direcciones. Por haberos hecho postraciones a todos vosotros, que estas palabras de verdad se hagan realidad. En el pasado, Indra, el rey de los Devas, reflexionó sobre el hondo significado de la sabiduría que ha ido más allá y recitó estas profundas palabras a diario, gracias a lo cual los maras, seres malvados, fueron ahuyentados. De la misma manera, también yo reflexiono sobre el hondo significado de la Gran Madre Prajna Paramita y recito diariamente estas profundas palabras. Enfermedades, posesiones de espíritus, malas condiciones, direcciones negativas, lo que sucede debido al karma del pasado y a las condiciones inmediatas, que todo esto se extinga, que desaparezca, que se apacigue. Me postro ante la asamblea de dakinis en los 3 chakras que permanecen en el sagrado yoga de usar el espacio, por vuestros poderes de clarividencia y emanación mágica. Cuidad de los practicantes como una madre a su hijo. Akasamara sasatara samaraya pe akasamara sasatara samaraya pe akasamara sasatara samaraya.
Kala chöve ne chö tamba ne ngü tu ne. Tu ba pa la ma yo. Ne se kan tu. Akasamara.
Sara samaraya pe tayata om gate gate para samgate bodhi soha. Por las enseñanzas de las 3 joyas supremas que poseen el poder de la verdad, que los obstáculos internos y externos se transformen, que se disipen, que se apaciguen. Shintin kuru ye soha. Que todas las fuerzas negativas opuestas al Dharma sean completamente apaciguadas. Que la inmensidad de los 80.000 obstáculos sea apaciguada. Que estemos libres de problemas, que disfrutemos de condiciones favorables para la práctica y que haya auspiciosidad y felicidad perfecta aquí y ahora mismo. O sasi poki yusi mecho cham rirablin sinyi de genpari sangye sindu mikte hurari drokum namda sila sopara so ilam guru radna mandalak niryatayami. Chodan soji chonam la yancho bardo dani kyapsu chi dagi chonyengi peso namengi drola pense sangye drupara su. Chodan soji chonam la yancho bardo dani kyapsu chi dagi chonyengi peso namengi drola penche sangye drupara su. Sangye chodan soji chognam la yancho bardo dani kyasuchi dagdi chonyengi peso namenki drola penche sangye drupara su. No, the Java no doing it. Dola Bama is not in it. And the number in the changes in the touch thing in the chat, can get tension to go on. Gemma, Cheva map, Tama, one map, drama, touches
So, as his Honor was introduced, so the major religion in the world. So there are many other small religions. Doesn't have much view and conduct. Philosophy don't have a new one comes, and still new ones created and comes, and some disappears and like that. But the major religion, so that has a philosophy, the view and also conduct. So there are two types. Then one believes in God. So there are many others believe creator, the separate creator, the God, and that who don't believe in a creator God. And then so it's Buddhism and also I don't know Sanskrit, but Jangpenpa or something. Yeah. So so they are like this. However, the regards conduct is all also however the final thing about view, the final thing touching the final thing about the doctrine. The final thing is then, you see, to not harm others and benefit, to general loving kindness, compassion. So there's good heart. There's a stand. What is besides the creator God, or the Buddhism that we don't believe in that, or the Jangmenpa, or so however, see, conduct is to not harm others and to general loving kindness, compassion, to benefit others and things like that. So Sam is what it says. So then, so for so many thousands of years, so many, so this, those big religions existing even before Buddha, so they believe in creator, God, and there's so many people. They get the happiness from that, and so many people for thousands of years and all of that. So therefore, they have to respect. They have to those other religions and respect that. So they need it because so many people get their happiness from that. So, so like that, kind of depend on that. So they, like that. So however, so it, human beings, particular human beings, so they see explaining the loving kindness, compassion, to not harm, benefit, explaining that, emphasizing that for the particularly the human beings, for the human beings, So of course, that's not teaching for the animals, and that's not teaching for the ants. That's not teaching for the monkeys. So the human beings, teaching for the human beings. So therefore, and then human beings, you see, natural the simultaneously born, the nature. You see, anger and attachment, all that thing, then they fight. Because of that, simultaneously born with that, and you see that nature, or they have, or they possess, or the mind is possessed. So then from that, because of that, so the problem, individual problem, your own problem, the family problem, society problem, country problem, then the world problem, then the global problem, then all that arises. So like that, you see. So therefore you need to, so important to I'm eating so they develop good heart, and so important for the happiness of others, of course, the most important. Then even you can't think that, at least your own happiness, because for a long life, your own long life, happiness and everything. That's very needed. So important, depend on your mind. Your mind is a good heart, a positive mind. To live the life with positive mind, and especially good heart. That's very, so need to, so that's why the emphasize need to, you see, contentment, practice contentment, and there's so much desire, attachment, so much stuff. Then by seeing that, I'm going to establish, going to engage in the heavy problem, unnecessary heavy problem, going to start. So by thinking that, then by recognizing that, then you practice contentment, and that also. On the angle, when you are in the situation where the anger rises, or like that situation, then you see, then you think the same. Unnecessary problem. Starting from you are engaging in the unnecessary problem, heavy problem, on. So by recognizing that, they got really practice patience. All of that we see, then practice loving kindness, compassion, so forth. Got a good heart, and then all like that we see. Then also you see. So it's on the same emphasize that. Because not harming others is not just that. For example, it's only uses for example, you can use the table, or you can use the pillar, or pillar, or whatever you see, the ground, or you can use many things. So you bang your head to draw the door to the pillar or so. That doesn't have story that pillar harmed my head. Pillar harmed my head, my brain. Doesn't have that story harmed. You see, you harmed the pillar. There's no story of that. Or pillar harmed you. There's no story of that. Not like that, you see. So, so not like that, because you're not in the mood, or not harm to others, not like pillar, like table, like pillar, not like that. So then it's not emphasized. You see, you are in the situation. You see, where so strong attachment is going to rise, so uncontrollable attachment is going to rise or something. Then you want to see the danger. Then recognize, and that time try to practice contentment. That you see when you are in the situation to rise anger, and situation to rise danger to rise anger, then by recognizing that, and all the unnecessary problems there, unbelievable, then they've been causing harm to kill yourself or kill others, some of the harm. All then, because unnecessary problem, on. Bigger, the global, then leads to global problem, world problem. Then, like, I heard the First World War started with one person. That's how they started bigger. So one influential person started like that. That can happen like that. Then you need to practice patience. Like that, you see. Like that. So that you see. Then also 10 non-virtuous action, things like that. By seeing the danger or harm to yourself, harm to the world, harm to the sentient beings, harm to the sentient beings. Then by recognizing that, then to not harm, to live in the precepts, to not harm, like that, you see. Then 가서네. Yeah, then 가서 just to start. So, thought transformation. Yeah, to just a little introduction there. And even practice this. You will train the mind in this. So generally, thought transformation is when you generate realization of Lambrim, correctly following the virtuous trend, seeing from whom you receive the Dharma, holy Dharma, even to the words, in stanza or few words of teachings, or transmission, or whatever. by recognizing Guru, you accept the sadhu. Then from seeing that the Buddha, so that devotion, and then so from there up to the state of omniscience, Buddha's holy mind. So everything is thought transformation, transformed from the negative, impure thought into positive thought. But here, the Lamrim and Lojong, by differentiating from the Lamrim, the Lojong, and the thought transformation, the particular subjects, after the bodhicitta, they have to utilize your problems, including death, sicknesses, whatever, something that you don't like, something that your subjections do not like. do not wish, your attachment do not want, or subtraction thought, whatever. So, using those problems, including death, sicknesses, so forth, whatever happens, and using that in the path to enlightenment, or the obstacle to practice Dharma. So you experience the obstacle to practice Dharma. So using the obstacle in the path to enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment, the kuka, you use that. You use that, to use that the sentient, every sentient being, every helpings, every hunger cause, every animals, every animals living in the ocean, numberless beings, big size of mountains, walls, the tiniest animal I don't remember name, all in the ocean, living in the ground, the bushes and the grass, trees and sky. Then the numberless human beings, numberless universe, numberless human beings, sura beings, asura beings. Oh, that kind of everyone to achieving that. You use your obstacle to practice Dharma. You use in the path to all sentient beings, every sentient being to achieve enlightenment fully. Oh, so then this way you see you have no obstacle to practice Dharma. With the obstacle, you utilize in the path to enlightenment. So your mind, so train the mind in that, then your mental continuum becomes so soft. Your mental continuum rough, not rough, soft. Then like cotton or the soft, that is cotton or the that is it, become very soft. That you see. I mean, you see, by sitting next person, sitting, even without talking, just sitting next to the person, you feel that the person's heart, mind so soft, so subdued, so soft, so good-hearted, so warm, so warm. I mean, loving kindness, compassion, so warm, the heart. You can feel, even without talking, just sitting next person, you can feel that. You see, depending on who sits next to you, you can, without talking, even you can feel that. You see, when you're traveling, for example, you see, at the airport or something, the people, you see, they're so happy to see you, and they feel that your heart is very soft, very warm. You feel very warm by seeing, and they want to speak to you. Like that. And then, by training the mind in this, then thought transformation. So you see, your mind so happy, relaxed, not uptight. Ooh, me, one I can be happy, one I can be happy, one I can be happy. Like recited, Tibetan people say, one I can be, daytime, nighttime, one I can be happy, one I can be happy, oh, none of that. Oh, a touch, oh, me, oh. You see, from years like that, me, you create all the sicknesses. You create cancer, you create all the sicknesses. That way. So, very relaxed. Ko Yangba, very relaxed mind. You see, when the mind is subdued, practicing thought transmission, no? Very relaxed, not uptight, very relaxed, very happy. Wherever you go, wherever you are, whomever you meet, your mind is very happy. Like that. Relaxed, very happy. You see? So that makes others very happy. Yeah, for example, Lama Ishe, you see, very good example. So, you know, he always Lama was warm heart. People, even they don't know, they feel warm-hearted, kind, compassionate. See, like they feel with his owners, Dalai Lama. See? Yeah. Not only rich people, even the poor people feel, you see. So, yeah, they feel, they want to respect Lama Ishe, they want to shake hands, they want to speak Lama. See? So, just being there makes everybody happy, brings happiness to many people's heart. When the Lama came to give Dharma talk in the city in Australia, like that, now many years ago, so many years ago, that time, whom they know is only Losang Ramba. Losang Ramba, maybe you don't know much. Huh? So Losang Ramba, the first question when the Lama stops talking, then asks open question. They say, the first question is Losang Ramba. Do you know Losang Ramba? That's the very first question. During those times, those years, first question Losang Ramba. You know, wrote a book that I don't know where in the West. I think many people said that he's alive. Now I don't know, but many years ago. He went in Tibet to astral body, just a mind went in Tibet. He was talking with some of the astral body. But I think the intermediate stage, when people died, even insects died, you know, intermediate stage probably doesn't have this blood, bone, this body, you know. So that was the same thing, the astral body, you know. I don't know the definition of the astral body. In intermediate stage, you know, 1 second you get Tibet or Africa or anywhere, Tahiti or anywhere, in 1 second, you see. There's no resistance. No mountain, houses, there's no resistance. You can go stage, and intermediate stage. So anyway, his book became famous in the West. So first question, around those years, people's first question is Losang Ramba. Do you know Losang Ramba? Anyway, so what I'm going to say is, you see, is an excellent introduction of Buddhism because the first Lama they meet, for example, Australia, countries with special Australia, like that, is the first Lama they meet, people, they never met Lama, so they meet, the Lama is, just a very simple dress, and, full of wisdom. The people can feel full of wisdom and compassion and warm heart. They feel. This is what they feel. This very good example. Very good example at the beginning. What the Tibetan Lama is. Full of wisdom, not ignorance. Full of wisdom. They feel. And so everything what he says, what answers, everything what he answers is all deep, intelligent answer. Very compassionate, and a lot of uplifting, lot of jokes, lot of uplifting. Everybody can laugh, everybody can feel great happiness. They say that when they go back to home after 1.5 hours, when they go back to home, they go back home without touching the ground. But I think it means mentally, because it doesn't mean flying back to home. But it means mind is so happy, so it looks like feet is not touching the ground. Something like that. So Lama Yeshe, see, that's a very good example of Tibetan Lama. Those people who came to talk, very fortunate. Like that, you see. Simple, very simple, robes, and very respectful to others. Not like, I don't know, some professors, university, very arrogant. I know a lot of Buddhism, philosophy, this, not like that. Very simple, very humble to everybody, rich or poor, anyone, rich or poor, anybody, were humble. Say that. So, Dona Deva. So whom with anybody you company with anybody, you see, so much happiness. The other, not only you happy, but it makes so many others happy, whomever you company. That. So brings happiness, brings the other people can learn compassion from Lama, from Lama's characteristics and Lama's actions. They can learn compassion, they can learn wisdom. So they get so much happiness, all that. Dona Deva. Again, it's inside you, not depressed. I'm very incapable. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. You're the worst one in the world. Kind of like that. I'm the worst one in the world. Kind of bring down yourself. Nobody brings down, but you bring it down yourself. I'm nobody in the world. I'm nobody in the world. Not that. So depends not. compound inside your mind, hero, brave, see. Yeah, to practice Dharma, to benefit others, to benefit others, to help others, see, to lead others. You see, brave mind. So you're not concerned. You're not scared or concerned of the difficulties. Oh, yeah. I mean, sickness, whatever. Don't bother. You're not bothered by that. Sickness, even death, not bother your mind. It's a brave heart. You can use the death. You can use even death. Cause to enlightenment, path to enlightenment. Sentient beings, numberless sentient beings, every sentient being to achieve enlightenment. You use your death for that. Oh, you don't care. So even cancer or any sickness don't bother your mind. It doesn't bother. So you can't able to continuously able to practice Dharma, able to dedicate your life for sentient beings. 아니 chola bhateme ba. 아니 you see Dharma, what you're going to practice, no obstacle. As I mentioned before, you use the obstacles to achieve path, to achieve enlightenment, path to achieve enlightenment, path to all the sentient beings to achieve enlightenment. So you have no obstacle to your Dharma practice. 아니 땡내 탐지 빠당 대시 도스샤와 all the bad conditions then who train mind in the thought transformation, then all the obstacles appear to you glorified, magnificent, appears to you magnificent, as auspicious. Appears to you like that, as a magnificent, as a glorified. So, appeared as a supporter, not harm, not a harm giving, but supporting, helping, auspicious. All the obstacles are bad conditions. The bad conditions appeared to, you see, appeared supporter, helping you. Auspicious. Everything becomes auspicious. The bad conditions. Well, I should give you some example even from this point, so that you can understand. For example, Geshe Lama Guncho, Asians are very much seasonal, much rainy season, much rain. So during the old Gomba, not new one, old Gomba. So there's a cement steps, and the front of Tara, Akapan, you see, Kapan monastery I'm talking about. Tara, Lama bought from Kathmandu many years ago. So that end of the tree, at the bottom of the tree, is in this small the wooden house, the Tara statue from so there's a small water pond. Then from that is a cement step, stone. So Geshe-Lama going to fall down. You see. He fell down so heavily. Jida, like this, jida, the expression, the sound, fell down. So wet, everything is wet. So he fell down so heavily. So the minute he fell down so heavily, jida, he was so happy. Not a hippie, happy. Happy. Yeah. So happy, unbelievable happy, he thought my obstacle he received my life obstacle, that's what I thought. He received my life obstacle on him, so he was so happy, Jida fell down, he was so happy, so you see like that. Oh, you see, I mean, some of the ordinary beings that much fall down was so sad. I mean, unbelievable sad. Wow, I'm the worst one in the world, I might think like that. So, like that. Oh, those are the signs. Who are, you see, practice thought transformation, Rojan. You have to know that. When the miserable condition comes, wow, so happy, mind is so happy. Like that, you see, unbelievable. Any miserable condition, any condition happens, any bad condition, then all appear, become magnificent and become appear sporter or auspicious, sporter, helper, then it's harm. That, no, that for him is whatever happens, then you see, experience suffering for sentient beings. That's what you see, he think. They are taking the suffering out of others. So happy, so happy, so happy, so happy. Then I have one other teacher, Gencham Ongdu, in Dharamsala, who he became the story is that what he told me is he told us is that not somebody who studied philosophy teachings in Tibet, it's not that. In Tibet, he said that he lived dob, that means monk police, in Tibet. What the tourists wrote in the book in the early times, monk police. The times the monk police. So he doesn't. He said he doesn't not following the rules or studying Dharma, philosophy, nonsense. So So what they do is that they serve the tea offerings in the puja to the monks and things like that. And then so they have they were they do their things. I think they do also the carrying heavy stones, and someone who is a more hero, more champion, or something like that, competition, or things like that. Anyway, so maybe also fight also or something. Then but I heard one thing. It's very amazing. But then there was one monk, I don't know, same class matter, I'm not sure. One monk who knows very well Dharma, who studied so well Dharma. So there's a danger to somebody was going to kill that monk. So again, he used to go in the front of that monk to protect him. He wouldn't care even that person killed himself. He wouldn't care at all. He wouldn't care at all. Just protect that monk who knows well Dharma, studied well. So to protect him, he go against him on to go in front of that monk. You see, go around Lhasa or something. In order to protect that monk. That's what he told us. So it's like that. Incredible, unbelievable. Even just by that, because somebody will start with Dharma, see, monk to protect him. He doesn't care even somebody kills him. So like that, even that time. Sorry about it. He then went to receive commentary of the Lama Chepa from Jabje Rinpoche, who is my root guru, is the Lama's younger tutor. So since he went to receive, Lama also went to receive teaching, Guru Puja commentary from Jabje Rinpoche. Lama said, when the beginning of the teachings on the renunciation, that time he didn't feel much. But when the teaching of the Bodhicitta received was explained by Jabje Rinpoche, then Lama felt that's a real Dharma. He received real Dharma. He thought that's what I heard of Lama saying that. So anyway, after Lama Chaba received the commentary, then he went to see the Latun Dojechang, the Sarame, now the incarnation is Nepal. Latun Dojechang. So Latun Dojechang gives initiation of the 4 sects, Satyakaji, Nima, like that. It's a group Lama, but it also holds the other teachings, initiations, and so regarding White Tara. So the Latun Dojechang, so went to Latun Dojechang and got the instruction where to go to meditate. Pempo, something called Pempo. Or there's a Kadamba Geshe's cave. Kadamba Geshe, Kamlungba cave, advised by Latun Dojechang. Then he received the Julin, teaching of the Julin, taking the essence of the taking the pure of the, taking the essence. So for the ascetic meditators, to live in the high, very, very isolated place to meditate. So then you see, to get food, you have to go so far and take many days to collect food, and so like that. So the wastage, then so much of your time goes on that. So if you do this, if you receive the teaching, then you take the pill a day, you don't need to make food. You don't need food. So you live in the pill. So they're taking essence of the flowers, they're taking essence with the rocks, they're taking essence with water, like even snow water. Then they're taking essence with the wind, and that one I didn't see text yet. With the wind, since Geshe-Lama Kunto did that in Zoom, where he did 6 years retreat like Buddha, 6 years retreat in the cave, seeing nobody. There he did wind taking essence. So like that. So of course, if you do like that, of course you achieve realization. No question. So then the story is that he achieved enlightenment. So in the old Gomba upstairs, Lama's big room, Lama is a big room. We were just about to come out. Geshe-La and myself were inside the big room. Then Geshe-La said, he just very easily, he said, "Oh, I've completed Vajrayogini and Lama Chapa." He said, "Oh, I've completed." But my question was, in my mind, does it mean prayer? Does it mean number of prayers? Or what does he mean? So I didn't ask him. So then later, when I went to June, the lady from Malaysia, I don't what's her name? Lady Malaysia, she passed away. She had diabetes and cut she had to cut her legs like that due to diabetes, very heavy diabetes. So she wanted, she helped there, the project there, to develop nunnery, build a prayer hall or nunnery house, things like that. So she got a Russian helicopter, much bigger. So then I was supposed to go much later to consecrate temples and stupas, all these. But then she rented the Russian helicopter, so I went. So I arrived there in the early morning. I think the nuns, they just got up and bring all the ritual offerings outside to receive me. So after I saw Geshe-Lama Kunto's, not the cave where he did preliminary practice, not that one, high up, above the Milarepa's cave, where the story is that his sister offered a roll of woolen cloth, not metal woolen cloth, but rolled one to wear. So Milarepa usually is kind of a negative, except a shovel or something to, the lower part to cover and then a shovel. So she offered a woolen dress, not dress but rolled one to make dress, so to wear. So Milarepa didn't do that. Milarepa cut pieces. He made kind of covered on his fingers, pieces covered on his toes. Sorry. Then also his cigarette organ, he made cover also like that. So the sister saw that and cried, sister cried, or that cave. Above that, you could still go up, then the Geshe-Lama Kunto, where he did 6 years retreat there. But it was like this, so there was nothing. So of course, then that means achieved enlightenment. It means completed the Vajrayogini and Lama Chapa, that means enlightenment. Complete enlightenment. He just very easily, he just said. So I didn't ask questions. So after I saw that, and he never told us a story. He never told those parts of his life. Never, only other stories. Some people possessed by spirit and some people crazy. There are many lamas and they give so many blessings, blessed strings and all, but don't get better. So then they come finally to him. Then he gives, pulls out one thread from his bed or something, pulls out thread. Then he gives that person to wear. Then they get better. So that kind of stories which kind of a sign practice of Lamrinda is the power of bodhicitta and emptiness and it's kind of, but not those stories. So, yeah, maybe I'll stop here. Maybe I'll stop here. The time to stop. Sorry, I went over. I went quite a bit over. Okay, thank you very much. That's all. We stop here. Thank you. Yeah.
Pochi Gesù Metro Shang, Rirabni Segni degli Empadi, Sanghe Sindo Mikte Nokun Namda Shimbasu.
Changju Sanjo Rinpoche Majeba Namde Jeba Nyamba Meba Yukone Kondo Pawa Yu Jeva Diya Nyoza
Lama Sangye Drukyu Nedro
Roa Chikya Mangyuba
Deji Sala
Oh, thank you. What's the plan? Okay. Oh.
Volveremos a las 7:30. We come back at 7:30.